Special United Nations Green Ambassador Gerard Nsengiyumva. Special United Nations Green Ambassador Gerard Nsengiyumva. Special United Nations Green Ambassador Gerard Nsengiyumva. This is video number 5 about navigating the sky course. It's from ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, and I learned this course online. What are ICAO's strategic goals? ICAO's or ICAO's 6 strategic goals provide a forward-looking framework that guides all of its activities. These goals reflect the organization's commitment to safe, secure, and sustainable global aviation, while also addressing emerging priorities. The 2026-2050 plans 6 strategic goals, and these 6 strategic goals are: the first, every flight is safe and secure. Second, aviation is environmentally sustainable. Third, economic development of air transport. Fourth, seamless, accessible, and reliable mobility for all. Fifth, no country left behind. NCLB. Sixth, the convention and legal framework address all challenges. These goals ensure that ICAO's work responds to the evolving needs of global civil aviation, including areas such as innovation, resilience, climate action, and equitable capacity development. To summarize, ICAO's vision is to achieve the sustainable growth of global aviation. To support this mandate, ICAO pursues 6 strategic goals that guide all aspects of its global work. Goal number 1. ICAO works to ensure that all flights operate under the highest safety and security standards. This goal supports states' oversight systems, risk-based strategies, and implementation of global frameworks such as the Global Aviation Safety Plan, GASP, and Global Aviation Security Plan, GASEP. Goal number 2, aviation is environmentally sustainable. ICAO supports the transition to a more sustainable aviation sector through policies, standards, and capacity building initiatives. This includes work on CORSIA, that is CORSIA, Sustainable Aviation Fuels, SAF, and the long-term aspirational goal, LTAG, for net zero emission by the year 2050. Goal number 3, ICAO helps foster a regulatory and operational environment that supports safe, affordable, and competitive air transport. It promotes liberalization, consumer protection, and fair competition in air services through tools like the International Civil Aviation Organization Air Services Negotiation, ICAN, platform, and air transport policy guidance. Goal number 4, seamless, accessible, and reliable mobility for all. ICAO supports globally harmonized solutions to improve the connectivity, inclusiveness, and resilience of the global air transport system across infrastructure, air navigation, and facilitation. This goal is closely linked to the Global Air Navigation Plan, GANP, and emerging technologies. Goal number 5, no country left behind, NCLB. ICAO ensures that all member states can effectively implement SARP's standards, standard and recommended practices and benefit from aviation's socio-economic advantages. This goal underpins the ICAO's technical assistance, capacity building, and implementation support across all strategic areas. Goal number 6. The convention and legal framework address all challenges. The ICAO strengthens the legal underpinnings of international civil aviation by supporting treaty modernization, regulatory alignment, and legal cooperation among states. This includes work on Article 83, BIS, unmanned aviation, cybersecurity, and the broader harmonization of air law. Then, essential aspirations of ICAO: net zero carbon emissions, to achieve net zero carbon emissions by the year 2050 for international civil aviation operations; connected transport system to serve as an integral part of a thriving, connected, accessible, inclusive, and affordable transport system for people and goods, contributing to socio-economic development while ensuring no country is left behind. Zero fatalities. Achieve zero fatalities in international aviation from accidents and acts of unlawful interference. Then, let's go to section 2, ICAO's organizational structure. So what is the assembly? Point 4 of section 2. Explain the role and importance of ICAO's key governing bodies as the assembly. Explore the specific functions, responsibilities, and decision-making powers of the assembly. Consider the roles and responsibilities of the commissions and committees that support the assembly's work during its sessions. ICAO Assembly's inception and how it operates. The first ICAO official ICAO Assembly was held in Montreal, Canada in May 1947. All ICAO member states are represented in the ICAO Assembly, and each state has one vote regardless of the size or level of aviation activity. The Assembly meets at least once every 3 years at a time and place determined by the Council. When required, extraordinary assembly sessions can also be convened. This occurs at the discretion of ICAO Council, or it can happen through a request to ICAO's Secretary General from not less than 1/5 of the total number of contracting states, addressed to the Secretary General. At these major diplomatic events taking place every 3 years, obligations from up to 193 member states review and adopt the work program, priorities, and budget for ICAO. In addition, they establish public sector policies and targets for international civil aviation. They also endorse the strategic global planning, among other actions and decisions. So now let's review the committees and the commissions that assist in ICAO's assembly functions. To perform its functions effectively, the assembly is supported by several committees and commissions that are formed during each session. According to the standing rules or procedures, these include a credential committee, an executive committee, a coordinating committee for sessions involving 2 or more commissions, and an administrative commission. The Assembly may also establish additional committees or commissions as needed to support the conduct of its business. That's an overview of the ICAO Assembly. It is a key part of the organization's governance structure and plays a vital role in shaping ICAO's policies and direction, while ensuring every member state has an equal voice. Let's zoom in. Power and the duties of the Assembly. Under the Chicago Convention, Article 49, the Assembly is ICAO's sovereign body. I said this in bold. Under the Chicago Convention, Article 49, the Assembly is ICAO's sovereign body. The powers and duties of the ICAO Assembly, as well as powers related to its administration and conduct, include the following. 1. Elect council members. Elect states to serve on the ICAO Council, which acts as the governing body between assembly sessions. 2. Review reports from the Council. Examines and takes action on reports or other matters referred to by the Council. 3. Approve ICAO's budget. Votes on ICAO's budget and financial arrangements and reviews the organization's financial reports. 4. Refer or delegate matters to the Council. Refers matters to the Council or any other ICAO body, may also delegate powers or authority to the Council as necessary for the discharge of its duties. 5. Consider amendments to the Chicago Conventions. Considers proposals for the modification or amendment of the provision of the Chicago Convention. 6. Resolve issues. Deals with any matter not specifically assigned to the Council but which is appropriate for consideration under the Convention. So that was key point number 4. Let's go to key point number 5. What is the Council? Remember we are in section 2. Explore one of ICAO's governing bodies, the Council. Examine the Council's specific roles, functions, and responsibilities within ICAO's organizational structure. The ICAO Council is a permanent governing body of the organization responsible to the Assembly. It serves as the executive arm of the organization, responding for and adopting international standards and recommended practices (SARPs) and overseeing the implementation of ICAO's strategic objectives. Acting on the technical advice of the Air Navigation Commission (ANC), the Council ensures that the adopted SARPs reflect global consensus, support aviation safety and sustainability, and promote the uniform application of international civil aviation regulations across member states. So, who gets elected to the Council? The Council is composed of 36 contracting states elected by the Assembly for a 3-year term. In electing the members of the Council, the Assembly ensures balanced representation through 3 categories. Category number 1, states of chief importance in international air transport. Category number 2, states which make the largest contribution to the provision of facilities for international civil air navigation and are not otherwise included. Category number 3, states not otherwise included whose election will help ensure equitable geographical representation. Each category includes a defined number of seats, and this 3-part structure ensures that the Council reflects both operational capacity and the regional diversity of ICAO's 193 member states. Each state presents at the Assembly has 1 vote in each of the rounds of the 3 rounds of the Council election. A state not elected in one category may still seek election in another. So who leads the Council? The members of the Council elect a president who serves a 3-year term and may be re-elected once. The president of the Council is a non-voting position selected based on their international experience and deep understanding of global civil aviation. I say this in bold. The president of the Council is a non-voting position selected based on their international experience and deep understanding of global civil aviation. The President plays a key role in facilitating consensus among Council members and guiding the Council's deliberations and decision making. That's an overview of ICAO Council. It serves as a vital governing body responsible to the Assembly. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Nyamirambo Sector-Rugarama cell, Lowona village, where the administrative office of Rugarama cell works from.